You're listening to the PRO Media Network, the next level in entertainment.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network. I'm Big Q, chiming with you. Real interesting podcast, 323. That's right, 323 on the Pelican Post-Game Report recap. Pelicans get a good win here, man. Enjoy watching the game. 131 to 122. They get a very good win against a quality opponent, OKC, 37-20. And definitely a contender in the Western Conference. Although a lot of people are picked ahead of them to represent the West, but still OKC is a difficult foe to beat. The Pelicans protected the house. They protected the blender, the Smoothie King Center, whatever you want to call it. We're going to recap it in this show, podcast 323 on the Pelican Postgame Report. Welcome aboard both new and established listeners of the show. As always, if you enjoy the Pelican Postgame Report, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification button. And you can feel free to also look at the links in the description section once they're available for links to social media, so you can sign up for news reports and items, latest shows when they come out. Also sponsorship from various other sponsors. You can, show some support by purchasing products or services from our sponsors that make us strong. And of course, you can directly give to us at patreon.com/the PRO Media Network, or you can utilize our new established cash app, simply the cash symbol, the Sports Coma, and you can donate directly to the show. All donations are well received and go toward the billing of the platform. Now moving forward, podcast 323 on the Pelican Postgame Report, recapping this game, 131-122 over the OKC Thunder. Very big game. A lot of good, a lot of bad. Let's get right into the matchup. Of course, in this episode, we're going to play some things here. We got a few things we're going to play here. Elvin Gentry, of course, his press conference was kind of lit this time around. As he gets tired of listening to the Anthony Davis questions. Of course, AD played in this game. Anthony Davis did leave late in the second quarter of this game. But the team still had the wherewithal and the drive to finish up. Now, he played 16 minutes. AD finished with 14 points and 4 rebounds. And before I get into the statistics, on the individual statistics and the team statistics, I just want to say I just don't like LeBron James's agent, Rich Paul. He's a real worm to me, He's just a real worm to me. How this little schemish, wormish thing that they got going on, where they're trying to sneak around and build this and do that. It's just, but what kind of hypnotism this guy, what kind of witch or warlock is this guy? Seriously, for him to be able to peruse Anthony Davis into not signing a $200 million contract to go play with LeBron out in Los Angeles to win a trophy. I mean, it's just, I just don't get that part. There's never been a guy that turned down that kind of money. Even if you wanted to be traded, still sign a contract and, get your money. Then you can still go wherever the hell you want to go. That's just a little point I wanted to make. Anyway, getting into the show, very short show, about 15 minute segment. We're going to get into it, play a little Elvin Gentry, get right into the statistics. Pelicans shot over 50% in this game, 54% to be precise, while the OKC Thunder at 47%. They were 12 of 26 from downtown for 46%, 19 of 24 from the free throw line for 79% on the night. 51 rebounds. I actually out-rebounded the OKC Thunder, which was big. Steven Adams had a kind of off night. It wasn't himself, and this was still all the Pelicans took advantage. 35 assists to 27, winning that a battle. They turned the ball over 15 times for 21 points, but the Thunder turned it over 13 times for 19 points, so a 2-point differential in terms of turnover. 15 to 23 in terms of fast break points, and of course points in the paint was a good battle between the Pelicans. 72 to 70, OKC won, but big ups to the Pelicans for fighting in there. Now, of course, Russell Westbrook still added a triple-double. ESPN showed the highlights, but it was all Russell Westbrook. I don't see how you show a guy's highlights in a losing effort. Like, we didn't do anything. No respect. But anyway, before I get into the individual statistics, let's hear what Elvin Gentry had to say about this game. Here he goes.
Did a good job with that. And then I thought Ja did a good job. He came in and played well for us also. And, there was guys that didn't make shots or whatever, but I thought we did a really good job of trying to stick to what we were doing game plan-wise. And we were going to make Russell make shots. Obviously he did with 44 points, but we still thought we could survive that. If they weren't drives to the basket, and he really did a good job. He made 4 threes, but we challenged, and 4 out of 12 we'll take. But for the most part, I just thought we played so hard. We competed at such a high level, and then when we needed it, we had guys come through. Julius stepped to the line and missed 2 free throws, but he also came back and really kind of made the 2 that iced the game. And I thought Drew was great. He was exhausted. Once again, we'd like to keep him at 35 minutes, but it's hard to do. When you're in a position to win a game, we've got to have those 3 extra minutes from him.
How happy are you for a guy like him going into the break, what he's been through the last month in particular around here?
I'm happy for all of them. Because to tell you the truth, this whole thing has been a dumpster fire, and it's just hard. For guys, we want guys to be professional and we want them to do this, but it's hard for guys, to go through what they've been through and to be able to come out and beat a team of that quality. I'm happy for all the guys. I just thought that they did a great job.
Can you talk about the effort that Drew had on Paul George? I mean, he had a good first half, and then the second half it just seemed like he couldn't get his hands on the basketball.
I thought Drew did about as good a job. The way Paul George has been playing, I think over the last 12 games he's averaging almost 38 points a game, and to hold him to 11 for 29 shooting, and 3 for 17 from the 3. That's all you can ask for. And I thought Drew was exhausted, and I was going to try to use a timeout to get him rest. And then when he figured out we only had 2 left in the last 4 minutes, he goes, "Hey, I'm fine. I'll get through this." So I just think that, I don't think he gets nearly the credit that he deserves. As a two-way player, we ask him to go out and guard the best player, and then we ask him, can you get 30 for us so we can win the game? So, I don't know if anyone in the league is asked to do more than he's asked to do.
What are your thoughts on AD leaving the building? Is that something that bothers you in any way?
Don't know if he left the building or not. I have no idea. Then he left the building. I'm happy for the guys that that played the game and we won.
How does Kendrick's energy rub off on the rest of the team?
I think what he does is he allows us an opportunity to get some second chance points because he gives us an extra possession here and there. He usually 2 or 3 of those a game. He ends up in a situation where he gives us an extra possession just because of his hustle. Hey guys, I'm going to talk about the guys that played. They did a great job. We found a way to win the game. That's what's important.
That's Elvin Gentry. Just grabbed this piece of paper and ran off from the podium. The thing about that I want to say is this whole season has been a dumpster fire, Coach Gentry. Just to kind of expound on his point, looking at the statistics, and we'll bounce back to that point momentarily. Anthony Davis did leave the game, left the arena, had his arm up under his shirt. We don't know how bad it is, but he left the arena. He didn't stay with the team. Of course, his trade demands, he doesn't want to be here anymore. He wants to leave. The Pelicans decide to hold on to a better deal. I'm not upset about that. At the end of the day, the team is showing its dysfunction. The coach is breaking down, and this is supposed to be a moment of celebration, partially because they were able to beat a team by almost 10 points in the arena before the All-Star break, which could definitely indicate a turnaround. Look at the statistics. Drew Holiday, who he spoke about, you asked if there any player in the league that does much asked to do more than Drew Holiday. Yes, it was Anthony Davis before you had to ask Drew Holiday to do more. And before that is obviously the best player in the game, which is LeBron James. And, and there's a few other guys you can throw in that category. So, yes. But 32 points on a 39-minute night for Drew Holiday was pretty big. He had 7 assists, 5 rebounds on the night. Julius Randle was magnificent, too. He played the same amount of minutes, 39. He came up with 33 points and 11 rebounds. He was awesome. Julius gave everything he could to this one. 15 points off the bench from Etuan Moore in 17 minutes. He was 6 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3. He was excellent. Jahlil Okafor was big in this one, too, putting a body on Steven Adams. He played 23 minutes. Jahlil had 5 of 6 from the field, 12 points, 8 rebounds. He was splendid. And, of course, nobody else was in double figures. Kendrick Williams played well. He had 9 points, 12 rebounds in the game. He played some really good defense along with Drew Holiday. Now, let's get back to the point about the dumpster fire. The dumpster fire situation is that you have a coach that lost the respect of the star. You know how difficult it is for a coach to hold on to the interests of the team, being that the star player, the best player, the franchise player lost faith in him and the entire franchise. Usually when that happens, that usually signifies a destruction of the team, usually a breaking down of the team and the firing of the general manager. See, obviously, the general manager is responsible for hiring this coach, and this coach is responsible for implementing a system that unsuccessfully has the star leaving. Now, I've said on a multitude of different occasions during the Pelican post-game reports over the last several years, and I keep saying the same thing about this system. It's totally dysfunctional. Insiders will tell you that the Pelicans are seen as a dysfunctional franchise. Now you can see it for yourself as the team's breaking down. The veneer is off, so you can see clear through. And where's the leadership at? Now, Scott Kushner had an excellent article that I advise you guys to go talk about, acts about, which was just railed upon the Pelicans administration for allowing this to happen, to present this team to the fans how they're underplaying, and there was not one firing of anything. When Anthony Davis demanded his trade, somebody should have got fired. Perhaps if we fire somebody and bring in somebody to change his mind to stay on the team. Now, I only bring that up because it's not above the realm of possibility that a player can then change his mind. Remember what happened with DeAndre Jordan when he ultimately wanted to leave the Clippers and had an opportunity to sign with Dallas, then reneged and went back to the Clippers. Things happen in NBA like that all the time. Now, I'm not saying that will happen to Anthony Davis by any stretch of imagination, but he does not believe that this team is a playoff team. He does not believe anymore that they're capable of winning a championship. And, of course, he says he'll take legacy over money any day. Obviously, he truly believes that to leave $200+ million on the table. He would rather take significantly less money to play for a winner as opposed to stay with the Pelicans. Now, that's eye-opening to me. The fact that he left his team, left him. And, of course, Elvin Gentry said he had no idea that Anthony Davis has left the building. That's a bunch of hogwash. And Elvin Gentry would know because his coaches would tell him that way. He would ask, where's AD? Where's AD? Why is AD not on the bench? Which is what I was asking. Why didn't he come back? Because usually he would come back if the injury wasn't too bad to watch his team or cheer his team on. Anthony Davis is frustrated. He's tired. He's given several years of his career playing for the Pelicans. He's upset. And you have fans that get upset and say, well, Anthony Davis is doing this and he's acting like a baby or whatever they say. You had numbskulls out there actually booing Anthony Davis, and I got on their butts on the last show about booing Anthony Davis. What you expect to happen when an organization is like this? Nobody gets fired. The team... Now, the funny part about it is it's an exciting win for the Pelicans. Big ups for the win. But can they maintain this coming off the All-Star break? That's the question. Big wins this season preceded by losses. And prior to that, losses to bum teams we should have beat. Anyway, that'll do it for the Pelican Post-Game Report on the PRO Media Network. Thank you for joining us. As always, if you like the show, please donate. Look at the links in the description section below for our sponsor, links to our social media, and donations. As always, I'm Big Q. Thank you for joining us. Peace.
Get straight sports talk from the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.
Embrace Pet Insurance is more than just pet insurance. Embrace Pet Insurance promises to provide genuine support and certainty when your pet needs it the most. With personalized accident and illness policies, compassionate customer care, 24/7 access to veterinary professionals, flexible wellness plans, timely claims processing, and online customer portals, their values is what makes them Embrace. So, when selecting a pet insurance company as a partner in your pet's care, you deserve a company that has your pet's best interests at heart. Get top-rated and reviewed coverage for your pet today. Up to 90% back on bills at any vet, total protection, pet insurance and wellness, and dependable claims payments. Get the top-rated and reviewed coverage for your pet today. Go to EmbracePetInsurance.com. That's EmbracePetInsurance.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Get all the latest news and updates from your New Orleans Pelicans at the Pelicans Eye View, the new and official Pelicans Daily Journal, covering everything Pelican. Attention, everyone. Get breakdown on games, free agent signings, and potential moves. Unbiased opinions and straight up facts with statistical analysis from G Valley. Go to www.thesportsdaily.com/Pelicans-I-View.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
Do you need a domain name? How about a host for your website that can work with WordPress? Try Namecheap.com. They make registering, hosting, and managing domain names for yourself or others easy and affordable because the internet needs people. Namecheap is an ICANN accredited domain register and technology company founded in 2000. It's one of the fastest growing American companies according to the 2018 Inc. 5000, celebrating nearly 2 decades of providing unparalleled levels of service, security, and support. Namecheap has been steadfast in customer satisfaction with over 10 million domains under management. Namecheap is among the top domain registers and web providers in the world. They offer a full selection of popular and unique domains along with fully featured hosting packages, SSL security certificates, WhoisGuard privacy protections, and more, all at the lowest prices in the industry. So if you need a domain name or hosting or anything else, think Namecheap.com. That's right, Namecheap.com. Check the description section below for link.
Sports fans are gearing up and saving big at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love, unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn fan cash on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time, get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
There's a lot of reasons to be a fan, but only NBAStore.com has all the gear.
Are you a Pelicans fan? Check out the Pelican postgame report on the PRO Media Network.